Here is a live look at St. Charles Avenue. Looks like crowds are already setting up camp for tonight's parades. Babylon, Chaos, and Muses roll in just a couple of hours. More to come on PAC News. Hey, I'm Abigail Schmidt.
And I'm Francisco Esteves, and this is Wolfpack News 2025 Mardi Gras coverage. The crowds are building for tonight's parades. Let's go live to PAC News reporters Melanie Newsome and Kaylee Barillo, who are live on St. Charles Avenue near Napoleon.
We're here right outside of the Muses parade route here on St. Charles. Everybody is excited and having a good time and has loved the Muses parade since it started in 2001.
And trust me, everyone out here tonight will be wanting to catch a shoe.
Of course. We're here talking with some locals. So what are you most excited about? What is your end goal for tonight?
Well, it's my first Mardi Gras, so I want to try to catch a boot.
Of course, everyone is trying to catch a shoe tonight.
Over 1,100 members have been working tirelessly this past Mardi Gras season in preparations for tonight. One member specifically took me behind the scenes to get to better know what goes into making a Muses shoe.
I'm like, okay, this is it. These are my people. Like, they don't know it yet, but like they are my people.
For almost 20 years, the shoe-centric crew of Muses has been rolling through the streets of New Orleans. Jessica Thomas has been writing for almost 10 and explains how the parade has captured the hearts of the Muses, but also all of New Orleans.
The first year of the parade, they were introducing a red high heel pump inaugural shoe bead. One of the members had gone to Thrift City and bought a few pairs of shoes, red high heels to model after the shoe bead. So she maybe took 2 or 3 pairs and decorated them for her friends as a little keepsake. Some people found out about it and it kind of took off from there.
Thomas told me that Muses aren't the only ones that partake in shoeing, explaining that her friends and family also come up with ideas, like cookie tins, babies, and light-up beads.
A friend of mine came up with this great idea of like lighting up the shoes with our old tiles. So like that's a new element that we kind of loved. And play on the king cake baby, big baby. My grandma had a can of just all kind of sewing stuff. And it was like those blue Danish cookie cans with all of her sewing goods.
With only a few hours till Muses lights up the streets, Thomas told me that she cannot wait for Thursday night.
There's just so many components of this organization that I really love. And I think that comes across to the crowd, like just how much fun we're having, but also we put a lot of time and effort into just making it really great. And so we just can't wait for Thursday.
Muses is set to roll at 6:30, and with a little under 3 hours left, the crowds here are starting to pick up.
I hope to see some of you guys with some very special throws tonight. This has been Melody Newsome
and Kaylee Barillo.
Back to you at the desk.
Mardi Gras isn't just about glitter and throws. All female crews bring something deeper to the festivities. Reporter Maria DeFelice spoke with some women in these crews to see how they empower others during the parade season and beyond.
The all-female crew of Cleopatra kicked off the Uptown Parade season on Friday night. The women in these crews say Carnival is about going past the norm and empowering those around them. The crew of Themis, named for the goddess of justice, started in 2020 and is now a major force on the Uptown route. The members are diverse in age, race, and careers.
I love the fact that you can have an all-women's crew where the head can be a really relevant, intelligent, powerful woman.
The empowerment goes further than just parade goers.
Well, we all have daughters, and so I think that would probably be our number one, person that we influence is, our daughters who see all of us together doing good things, coming together during Mardi Gras for, an amazing celebration.
Casey Love helped start the Camel Toe Lady Steppers marching crew in 2003. She says she's creating a space where every woman can feel seen, celebrated, and empowered.
We offer a lot of support to one another year-round. We have women who are attorneys and teachers and medical professionals, and it's really nice being able to rely on that network of support, for whatever sort of life problem we have unrelated to Carnival.
And her group has opened the doors for others.
I just think it's really interesting to see the proliferation of these crews. When for many, many years, it was the Pussyfooters, the Camel Toes, and the Bearded Oysters were like the 3 female marching crews, and now there are literally dozens and dozens of them.
After all, some girls just want to have fun.
Life isn't over when you become a mom, right? That you can still do your own thing. And for me, that space to play with my friends.
This has been Maria DeFelice, PAC News.
Female crews weren't always this celebrated. The crew of Venus was the first all-female crew, founded in 1941. Some men were said to have thrown rotten vegetables at them along the parade route. Today, that crew is known as Iris, the oldest all-female crew in New Orleans history.
Carnival season has some new rules rolling out this year to help keep the celebration more sustainable. PAC News reporter Chloe Witt spoke with some crews and business owners to see how these rules affect them.
Crew of Tux almost couldn't throw their signature this year because of new parade rules. Tux has been throwing toilet paper for over 50 years, but 3 other parades started throwing it a few years ago. And in 2023, when toilet paper was still in the trees 6 weeks after Mardi Gras, the city put a stop to it. But Tux fought the decision.
It's part of our whole DNA. And we showed the council that the rest of them, the other 3 parades that were doing it, had no connection.
Luckily, Tux is still able to use their signature throw of toilet paper. And the reason they could keep it was because of a decision they made over a decade ago.
We got degradable toilet paper that you could actually, if you put it in water, it would disintegrate into little bitty dots.
Robert Thomas has been going to parades for 60 years. He's watched the city become more sustainable during Mardi Gras and thinks it's only going to continue.
It's a cultural change that's coming, and don't expect it to happen overnight, but expect it to get innovative. And it is, because there are a number of people who, young people especially, who are figuring out a way to make money. And the way they figure to make money is to do something that is sort of a green approach to Mardi Gras.
But some of the new rules hurt those young innovators, like the no confetti rule for crews. The Buku company makes biodegradable confetti cannons. They tried to get the city to make an exception, but they wouldn't budge. And selling to crews is how they make most of their money.
I really don't know where the business will go from here, because that was such a huge part of our business.
Luckily, the cannons can still be sold to parade crowds, so Bonhagen is hoping that'll be enough. From PAC News, I'm Chloe Witt.
Not only is Tux toilet paper fast degrading, it's also safe to eat, but I wouldn't recommend eating it.
Yeah, no. Mardi Gras is full of fun for everyone, but there's one group that seems to consistently have the best time. Our reporter Jake Huffnagel joins us live from the parade route with the story.
I'm here on St. Charles Avenue, where people of all ages are setting up for tonight's Muses Parade. To be one of these lucky children during Carnival season is truly an experience like no other. I talked to kids and some lifelong locals about what it's really like to grow up with Mardi Gras. Children all around the world can relate to the pure excitement leading up to their favorite holiday, but only in New Orleans can kids experience the joy of Mardi Gras. They of course love it for all the classic reasons.
How cool the floats are, and how sometimes they have like confetti cannons and like all the beads and all the king cakes.
Well, you get an entire week off from school, only in Louisiana.
You could get prizes in a bunch of things that you have no money for, and you could just have it and just grab it and get it.
But some lifelong locals say growing up with Carnival has given them things greater than good throws.
Instills in you a sense of pride in the city and its traditions.
My husband and I actually got engaged on this corner 8 years ago. It was as Iris rolled. Him not being from New Orleans, that meant so much to me, that he knew how much a staple Mardi Gras was to my family.
And while everyone clearly loves the free stuff,
can you give me a toy? Can you give me a toy? Can you give me a toy? And then we would go to my
grandparents' house and show them everything that we caught.
it seems that for many locals, Mardi Gras is about something more.
I can't explain it, but it's really fun when you get to be with all your friends.
Our family would always get together. That's the thing with Mardi Gras. It's like a celebrated holiday that not everyone gets to enjoy throughout the country. As families get together, it's like Christmas and Thanksgiving, families get together, but we get Mardi Gras as well.
It makes it special to me because it all in New Orleans. I get to see around the world, well, a bunch of people where you can make new friends and new people and meet them.
As you can see, there's hundreds of families already setting up behind me. Kids have their ladders ready to go and are playing in the streets. That's the true spirit of Mardi Gras. This has been Jake Huffnagel reporting, PAC News.
Thank you, Jake. Carnival season can be a high-risk time for those dealing with mental health issues to addiction and substance use disorders. Mardi Gras is a time of indulgence and celebration, but Tulane Recovery Community works with sober students to support them through the chaos. The community is a resource to find sober meetings, sober safe spots on parade routes, and provide an all-funded group getaway trip to Alabama. The House's RA, Linnea Devanch, shares her experience and excitement for the community.
I do think Mardi Gras is high risk for people who struggle with substance abuse or even just have a complicated relationship with substances. TRC really connects students with other pathways of recovery and just gets people connected with everything New Orleans has to offer, not just what Tulane has to offer.
Over the weekend, the Sunday Uptown parades were moved to Tuesday night because of the rain. Reporter Emma Eisman was on the scene Tuesday to talk to some of the folks who didn't let the switch stop their fun.
A parade on Tuesday night. It's nice breaking from the normal monotony. It kind of mixes it up. I miss the bands. I miss the intermissions. I miss all the extras. But I'll take what I can get. And you know what? Throw me something!
With the streets closed and traffic rerouted, the parades create major challenges for both businesses and employees. PAC News reporter Lawrence Graham talked to some business owners about how they navigate the chaos.
From police cars in the middle of the street, people roaming around, and barricades, there's a struggle to get to where you need to be. The box is the heart of all Mardi Gras celebrations. The part of town blocked off where parades roll. But do you know how to get around? Public transportation is suspended during parades, so walking is the fastest.
It's absolutely perfect right here. We have the parades that roll by. We have people lining up early, 3-4 hours before the parade. Everybody comes in and shops, and all the locals support our business every day.
Gift to Go are offering unique handcrafted products all during carnival season, and it makes it easier to reach customers. When it comes to restaurant owners like Manny, the problem isn't about serving customers, it's about getting to work.
It's difficult to get down here. A lot of the streets get blocked, especially during the day. There's a lot of day parades.
With the traffic of everyone trying to get to one designated location, he plans ahead when parades roll.
To leave about an hour earlier and get to work.
For the locals who keep this city running, Mardi Gras is more than just a parade. It's culture. It's a reminder of maintaining the heart of New Orleans. It is New Orleans. For PAC News, I'm LG.
If you rely on public transportation, just know the streetcar is stopping 1 or 2 hours before the parades.
While New Orleans residents prepare for the Mardi Gras season, the horses are as well. Reporter Alex Barton went to Cascade Stables in Uptown to see how they prepare their horses for parade season.
This is Leo. He's one of the 25 horses at Cascade Stables preparing to walk in this year's Mardi Gras parades. In 2017, horse lovers and locals in New Orleans began asking themselves what happens to horses like Leo when parade season ends. Owner of Cascade Stables, Barbie Smith, is here to answer this question.
There was some rumor going around that the horses that we bought were abused, and we put them in Mardi Gras, and then we put them down. That was never the case. We buy horses from a horse broker who has been bringing us our horses for the last 40 years.
Smith says the Mardi Gras season is crazy. Horses chosen to ride in parades like Bacchus or Rex have to be comfortable around loud noises, bright lights, and kids. Walkers, the people you see guiding horses along the parade route, prepare for the Mardi Gras season months in advance. Scotty Smith, the lead trainer at Cascade Stables, says he started walking horses in parades as a teenager.
Well, we're trying to do lessons, we're trying to do show horses, and we're trying to do Mardi Gras. So we will close on Tuesday of this week to lessons so that we can just do Mardi Gras for that week.
After the Mardi Gras season ends, Smith and her team partners with the Louisiana Humane Society to adopt parade horses to loving families.
Then if you're looking to adopt a horse, there's some great horses here.
So rest assured, horses like Apollo, Winston, and Mac are ready to trot into this year's Mardi Gras parades and beyond. Reporting for Loyola, I'm Alex Parton.
For more information about adopting these horses, check out the Louisiana Humane Society's website for more details.
Thank goodness about the horsies. That makes my heart smile.
Me too, Abigail. Coming up, a noisy celebration for a very quiet place. See how the Loyola Bateman team is bringing the party to the pages.
Plus, we're spotlighting a local Black-owned barbershop as part of our Black History Month coverage and a local costume shop that's offering some creative inspiration this carnival season.
My name is Starlight Williams. I'm the class of 2017. I'm currently an editor at National Geographic in Washington, D.C. Everything at the Donnelly Center was real-world experience. The idea that we got to work with actual clients and provide them with the skills and sets that we were learning within the classroom and within the center itself was invaluable. I didn't expect it. It wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to lead me to, but it got me exactly where I needed to be. It was one of the best journeys I had. From everything that I experienced, it gave me the tools, the preparation to be who I am today, and I could never be more grateful for that, so.
As Black History Month comes to a close, we reflect on businesses that are important to the community. Reporter Alana Thompson shows us how one barbershop has been a staple in their community since 1990.
When you imagine a second home, you wouldn't necessarily think of a barbershop. And even though this is a place where you can come and get your hair cut, it's also a place where many find comfort. At Al's Barbershop, there are two sounds that are heard often. For shop owner Alvin Morgan, cutting hair has been something passed down from generation to generation.
Well, my dad was cutting hair, and my uncle was cutting hair, and I was tired of plying mules. So I decided I'd go to barber school.
He now passes the baton to his son, Alvin Jr.
New school barbershop.
In their years working together, their customers have turned into friends and family.
And you've been cutting hair for a while, and you had little kids, and they come up and they say, Mr. Alvin. And, you know, if there was little kids, now they growing up and they say Mr. Alvin. So I feel like I'm a dad to the barber community.
Vince Buck Jr. has been coming to the barbershop since he was a little boy. He says that he grew up being a barbershop kid.
It was fun. You know, for me, I was running around in there, so they can tell you today, you know, growing up, they've watched me grown, you know, for a long time.
At 30 years old, he's still a regular customer.
Keep continuing to come back because it's obviously a great atmosphere to come around every single time that I come. So I come every single week to get a haircut here. You know, Mr. Al's been cutting my hair ever since.
Alvin Jr. says it is a bittersweet feeling seeing his customers as they grow in front of his eyes.
It makes you feel old, but good at the same time.
Reporting from Kenner, Alana Thompson, Wolfpack News.
What a fun place. Al's Barbershop was also a place where former Saints players went to get their hair cut. Who dat?
And the La Diva Fashion Boutique is in full effect after releasing their new Mardi Gras collection that went viral recently on Instagram. Many people have come out to visit the store since gaining traction on social media. So whether you're looking for something simple or absolutely blinged out, La Diva has everything you need. And store owner Heron explains how the store has been such a success.
Business has been good. Happy customers, we're happy. You know, we get to meet a lot of new people come to New Orleans. It's nice, it's been nice.
People during Mardi Gras show off their glitz and glam, dressing up in fun costumes. Reporter Daniela Martinez talks with different vintage and thrift stores in New Orleans about how people can sustainably create their Mardi Gras looks.
It is Mardi Gras season, so that means it's time for beads, confetti, and costumes. Whether you're going to a gala, are a part of a crew, or on the route, clothing is a big part of the experience. So many vintage or thrift stores around the city are providing hand-picked sustainable options for every event. Big Star Vintage and Costume Shop owner Anastasia Campo says carnival costuming is not like Halloween costumes.
For Mardi Gras, people really want to make their own costume and find like pieces to build upon that usually include a lot of like glitter and sparkle and feathers and appliques and all that. So I try to keep items that are more like foundational than like the whole shebang. And I feel like people come in here for that.
The St. Claude Social Club is a new addition to the Columns Hotel. It offers vintage designer clothes to rent for special occasions.
The Closet is the new concept that I came up with that is all about circular fashion, and it's the rental platform. All of my influence really comes a lot from fashion and the runways. So the thing that we've always done really well is taking Mardi Gras but making it fashion.
The store Dressed gives clothing a second chance by adding a personal touch like embroidery, patches, or sequins. Owner Sigourney Morrison started the shop because she was concerned about waste and overconsumption.
I have something in here for everyone. I have something in here for people who want to get something super special for that special moment. So if you come in here, I will give you a very personalized experience that you can't get in other places.
This is Daniela Martinez reporting.
Now, to those of you who are a little bit more crafty and are into making your own costumes, local craft stores have got you in New Orleans. Nori Pritchard, one of the owners of NOLA Craft Culture, says the difference in business during carnival season is almost unbelievable. They have supplies like glitter, feathers, and fabric to make sure your Mardi Gras costume is fabulous.
Oh my, yes. Like a weekend in here at Mardi Gras is like the whole month of July. Like summer months, we do stuff year round, but carnival time is carnival and Halloween. Those are our big, crazy, cuckoo banana times.
The whole city is counting down to Mardi Gras Day. So what weather can we expect?
Well, Christian Lemoyne has the forecast for the busy weekend ahead.
Thank you. If you're going down to Muses tonight, you expect no rain and moderate weather. About low 60s and high 50s as we move into the night. And I would pack shorts and a t-shirt for day parades and just a light sweater at night. See, as we move forward into the weekend in Mardi Gras, you can expect temperatures in the high 70s and dropping down into the 60s at night. And so no rain this Mardi Gras except for a 45% chance on Fat Tuesday, but we're expecting that later in the evening. So all around perfect weather this Mardi Gras season, so go out and enjoy the parades. Back to you and happy Mardi Gras.
The Loyola Bateman team held their Second Line Library event in the Peace Quad on Tuesday. Reporter Hannah Darcy gives us a look into the event.
Here at Loyola University, seeing a second line parading through campus may be more common than you think. It's only fitting that the Loyola Bateman team had a live band second line through campus during their main campaign event, where they are advocating for the Second Line Library. This campaign is what students like senior public relations major Asia Riddle is working on for her senior capstone.
Our client is every library and every library institute, and we're just out here getting the word out there that we're advocating for not only Monroe Library, but New Orleans public libraries and libraries all around the nation, of course.
Through their research for their campaign, they found that Loyola students in particular love the Monroe Library, located in the heart of campus.
They work in the library, they use it for Career Success Center, Owls Tutoring.
Taylor Murphy, the book manager at Baldwin & Co., also had a table set up at the event.
So our big thing is just
pretty much like promoting literacy in New Orleans, and as well as these kind of making people know about these hot button topics. That's why the titles I have picked today are here. And
Murphy says that any type of advocacy having to do with libraries are important to support.
especially in the South, I wish more states and cities in the South had a second line, the library second line. You know, this is awesome.
Getting the opportunity to not only plan a campaign, but also execute is one of the main reasons Riddle wanted to work on this project.
And then once I heard that our client was Every Library and Every Library Institute, it made so much sense for me because, of course, that is something that we should all be advocating for.
This has been Hannah Darcy reporting, Wolfpack News.
Libraries across Louisiana are facing challenges, with parishes like St. Tammany and Livingston seeing major funding cuts threaten essential services. These cuts don't just impact books, they affect job resources, technology access, and community programs that many rely on. Shannon Vidanovic with Friends of New Orleans Public Library talks about some resources libraries offer to community members.
Libraries have come a long way from being the quiet place where you look through books alone. Now they're offering so much more than just books. It's ebooks that you can download. It's free movies that you can stream at home. It's activities for all ages, but also, and what's personal to me, you know, is programs and support that the community needs.
You can make sure to support your local library by using one of their many resources offered to community members.
Coming up, challenges people face during parades that we might not always talk about. Stay tuned.
We all know how hard it can be to find a bathroom during Mardi Gras.
Ain't that the truth? I spoke with the Wolfpack about some of our more taboo carnival adventures.
The weirdest places I've been, Canal Street, side of a few roads, front yard of someone's house during Mardi Gras.
It's Mardi Gras, and you know what that means. The drinks are rolling and your eyeballs start floating. So I am walking around asking the Wolfpack the maybe grosser questions that we all have probably done before. So tell me, what is the weirdest place you have gone to the bathroom during Mardi Gras?
An extra large Taco Bell cup behind a car.
An Episcopalian church.
One time there was a porta potty right outside some random guy's house, and I definitely wasn't supposed to use it, but me and my friend who was really drunk at the time really had to go, and so we just like snuck into this guy's porta potty.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Probably a church off of St. Charles, in the bushes, of course.
In the bushes, not inside the church.
No, of course not.
Because they wouldn't let you go inside the church?
Probably not. Burst into flames.
What is the weirdest place you've gone to the bathroom during Mardi Gras?
A random stranger's house. I just walked in.
I've actually done that before too.
In between a white SUV and a tree.
Oh.
My friend once peed on the side of Insomnia Cookies, like right by the palm trees over the little wooden deck. So that was weird.
Over the deck?
Yeah, and we all had to like huddle around her and cover her. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Glad I'm not the only one with crazy stories. Thanks for being honest, Wolfpack.
And that's our show for this week. Thank you so much for watching.
Stay safe and have a great Mardi Gras, Wolfpack.